Hello world. I'd like to share my interpretation of what the Steering Council could do and how it can benefit us all. There'll be a blog post with more information, but this is the sales pitch. I'd like to start with what is the purpose of the Steering Council? By definition, its main concern is to maintain the quality and stability of the Django web framework. For me, it's to guide Django's success in the technical areas of modern relevance, reliability, and accessibility. Guiding here is intentionally indirect. This is because the development of Django is already robust. We have several teams dedicated to determining what code is accepted and released to the public. The path to community consensus is a rigorous one, resulting in changes that are always high quality. This has resulted in the Steering Council being technical, but not quite involved technically. I'd like to purposely focus the Steering Council on where we are today and where we're headed. The purpose of the Steering Council role doesn't really change, but what it does to achieve that purpose should. This is because the world, ourselves included, is always changing. So what should the Steering Council look to do this upcoming term? Well, my pitch is to support the technical teams, nurture future contributors, advance community consensus building, facilitate feature development, and support future technical leadership. None of those are really groundbreaking. In fact, they all tie to the existing definition of the Steering Council. Supporting technical teams means some oversight of Django's development process and potentially taking charge of governance of other teams. Nurturing future contributors falls under maintaining the stability of the Django web framework. Advancing community consensus building is part of providing oversight of development. Facilitating feature development is literally called out as assist in the setting of the direction of feature development. Lastly, support future technical leadership is again related to maintaining the quality and stability of Django. So if we're in agreement that the goals for this upcoming session are in alignment with the Steering Council's definition, let's look at how those goals might be solved. Support the technical teams by meeting with each of them regularly. Listen to what they need and help them as best you can. It's good to acknowledge their work, check on their status, and help recruit people if it's needed. Nurture future contributors by finding more opportunities to engage with budding community members. This could be participation in Google Summer of Code, Django Not Space, hosting office hours, arranging technical discussions for the community, or helping out at DjangoCon sprints. There are a lot of possibilities here, though I think consistency is key for any of them to pay off. Advance community consensus building by helping facilitate discussions between disagreeing community members. Sometimes folks can arrive at compromise, but are unable to because they aren't communicating well. The Steering Council should be able to help facilitate things so that understanding can be achieved, even if agreement isn't. Facilitate feature development by putting together a call for proposals and a roadmap of feature ideas. When somebody steps up to work on a feature, the Steering Council should support them by checking in periodically. The Steering Council should look to sponsor them by connecting them with knowledgeable community members, and we should remember that it can be daunting to work alone on something new. The Steering Council should provide visibility and energy to these contributors. Support future technical leadership by providing a record of what decisions have been made, what actions have been taken, and the reasoning of them. This can be accomplished by the Steering Council regularly meeting and publishing minutes. So that's my idea on how the Steering Council can guide Django's success in the technical areas of modern relevance, reliability, and accessibility. Let me know what you think, just not in the comments. You can find me on Mastodon, X, and LinkedIn. I'm looking forward to your thoughts. And if you're intrigued by the role, I have good news. The Steering Council is looking like it'll be open to nominations on November 25th, 2024. It'll only be open for a week, so start preparing now.